Welcome to our newborn skincare series. Whether you're expecting your first baby or adding to your family, understanding your newborn's delicate skin doesn't have to be overwhelming. This series covers everything from bathing to product selection to managing skin concerns. But today we are starting with the foundation. What makes newborn skin so unique? Once you understand the science, especially something called acid mantle, everything else will fall into place. Let's dive in. First, let's quickly understand how skin is built. Think of it like a three-layer security system. The deepest layer, the hypodermis, is fat and cushioning. The middle layer, the dermis, contains blood vessels, nerves, and sweat glands. It's your structural support. The outer layer, the epidermis, is your protective barrier, and the very top of the epidermis is called stratum corneum. Picture the stratum corneum like a brick wall. Dead skin cells are the bricks, natural oils are the mortar. This wall is your first defense against moisture loss, bacteria, and irritants. Here's what matters for your newborn. This protective wall is 30% thinner in babies than in adults. This means two things. Water evaporates faster through your baby's skin. Substances, good or bad, penetrate more easily. This is why what you put on your baby's skin matters so much. Their skin absorbs differently than yours does. You have probably noticed that most babies are born lighter than they'll eventually be. There's a good reason for this. Newborns have melanocytes, the cells that make melanin, the pigment that colors skin and protects against UV rays. But these cells aren't fully active yet. Melanin production gradually increases over the first 6 to 12 months. Your baby's true skin tone emerges during this time as those melanocytes mature. Why this matters? Because melanin provides UV protection. All babies, regardless of their genetic skin tone, are highly vulnerable to sun damage in the first year. Keep babies under 6 months out of direct sunlight. Use shade protective clothing and hats. After 6 months, use mineral based sunscreen on small exposed areas if needed. Many parents have heard that sunlight helps in jaundice reduction. Current science says don't do this. Here's why. The therapeutic blue-green light that breaks down bilirubin exists in sunlight, but so does harmful UV radiation. To get enough beneficial light, you would need significant sun exposure, which creates serious risk like UV damage to vulnerable skin, overheating, dehydration, long-term skin cancer risk. What to do instead? Frequent feeding helps baby process bilirubin. Medical phototherapy if needed. Controlled blue LED lights without UV radiation. Never use sun exposure as treatment. Babies need vitamin D for bone development, but we make vitamin D through sun exposure, yet babies shouldn't be in direct sunlight. The solution: vitamin D supplements. All infants should receive at least 400 international unit of vitamin D daily starting in the first days of life. Breastfed babies definitely need it. Breast milk lacks sufficient vitamin D. Formula fed babies may need it if drinking less than 32 ounces daily. Continue through the first year. Don't try to solve the situation with sun exposure. Supplements are safe, effective, and recommended. Many babies are born covered in vernix, that white creamy coating that looks like cream cheese. Leave it on. Don't wash it off. Vernix provides antimicrobial protection, deep moisture, temperature regulation, help developing that acid mantle we are about to discuss. It absorbs naturally within 24 hours. Most hospitals now delay bathing for this particular reason. What is pH? It measures how acidic or alkaline something is. On scale 0 to 14, 7 is neutral, below 7 is acidic, and above 7 is alkaline. Healthy adult skin pH is about 4.7 to 5.5, slightly acidic. This creates what we call an acid mantle, a chemical shield that prevents harmful bacteria from thriving, supports beneficial bacteria, and protects you 24/7. Newborn skin is different. At birth, your baby's skin pH is 6.3 to 7, essentially neutral. Why? They have been in alkaline amniotic fluid for 9 months. This acid mantle helps to develop over the first 4 to 8 weeks as the skin naturally acidifies down to that protective 5.5 pH. Why this critical window matters? Diaper rash risk. Ammonia from urine and enzymes from stool thrive at higher pH. This is why newborns are so prone to diaper rash initially. The elevated pH creates a perfect environment for irritation. Infection risk. Harmful bacteria like Staphylococcus grow faster at pH 6.5 to 7 than at 5.5. Your baby's temporarily higher pH makes them more susceptible until the acid mantle develops. The soap trap. This is critical. Traditional bar soaps have a pH of 9 to 10, highly alkaline. When you use these on a newborn who already has a pH of 6.5 to 7, you're pushing their skin pH even higher, stripping natural oils that help build that acid mantle, working against nature's timeline, potentially delaying the acidification process by weeks. Many products marketed as baby soap or gentle are actually working against your baby's skin development. The solution: during those first 4 to 8 weeks, use pH balanced products formulated to be close to 5.5 pH or at least neutral. This supports natural acidification, faster acid mantle development, reduced diaper rash and infection risk, your baby's natural protection mechanisms. Let's summarize what makes newborn skin so unique. A thinner protective barrier that's still developing, reduced moisture retention, melanocytes present but not yet producing full melanin, making sun protection critical. A higher pH without that protective acid mantle for the first 4 to 8 weeks. The core principle: less is more. Your baby's skin has incredible natural development happening. Our job is to support it, not to interfere. When you do use products, choose that works with your baby's biology. pH balance cleansers, especially in those first 8 weeks, fragrance free formulations, minimal ingredients. Understand when water alone is enough. Protect from sun with shade and clothing. Use vitamin D supplements, not sunlight. This science matters because your baby's skin is actively developing during those first few weeks. The acid mantle is forming, melanin production is ramping up, the protective barrier is strengthening. Understanding this changes how you approach bathing. Products, massage oils, and managing skin concerns, everything we will cover in this series. If you are watching before your baby arrives, you're ahead of your game. If your baby is here and you have been using regular soap or putting them in sunlight, don't worry. Switch to better practices today and you will support their development going forward. Subscribe so you don't have to miss the rest of the series. Share this with other new parents. Evidence-based information shouldn't be hard to find. Hi, I'm Dr. Debarathi. Drop your questions in the comments below. You are doing great and seeking this information shows how much you care. See you in the next video.